Have you ever asked yourself whether your daily Buddha name recitation is actually working? Have you ever spent years chanting only to feel no spiritual response, no transformation, no inner peace? Welcome back to the channel where we journey beyond surface-level practices and dive into the deep waters of authentic spirituality. Today, we explore a truth that may challenge your understanding and reshape your practice forever. Real cultivation is not measured by how loudly or frequently you chant, but by your unbroken sincerity and unwavering inner clarity. Let's begin by confronting a common misconception that many practitioners fall into. You often believe that repeating a Buddha's name a certain number of times per day is enough to guarantee progress or even rebirth in a pure land. While repetition has power, and certainly rhythm can bring stability to the mind, mere sound without substance is like prodding into a void. It's not the volume, it's not even the count, it's the presence. True chanting begins where calculation ends. It's not about reciting 10,000 names of Amitabhs today and feeling spiritually accomplished. It's about carrying the name in your heart when you're stuck in traffic, when someone insults you, when fear rises. That's when the real recitation is tested. That's when the flame of practice either flickers or stays lit. Let's reflect on this deeply. Buddha name recitation is not just a ritual. It is a method of remembrance. You are not just calling out to a being in the heavens. You are awakening the Buddha within. When you say Hamithibots, you are not begging for help. You are aligning with a consciousness of infinite light and life. But for this alignment to take root, two things are essential: constancy and purity. Constancy means ever letting a day go by without calling the name, not mechanically, but mindfully, either in joy or sorrow, whether you're healthy or in pain, whether you feel connected or lost. Keep reciting, not because you expect a result, but because that constancy is your vow, your spiritual backbone. It is your reminder that amidst the impermanence of life, something remains stable, was your intention to awaken. Purity, on the other hand, means letting the recitation be untainted by greed, by pride, by anger. It's easy to chant when things go well, but can you chant when things fall apart? Can you say Hamithiba ought to escape, but to see clearly? That's the difference between superstition and true faith. Let's look at a story. There was a man named Daniel who began reciting Amitabha's name after surviving a car crash. First, he was zealous. He recited thousands of names daily, bought prayer beads, attended temple services. But over time, nothing changed inside him. He was still quick to anger, judgmental, anxious. He wondered, why isn't this working? And he met a teacher who said, your math chants, but your heart forgets. That sentence struck him. He realized that in his rush to accumulate numbers, he had lost the essence. He had turned a sacred practice into a performance. From that day on, Daniel simplified. He stopped counting. He started chanting slowly, sincerely, with his full attention. He recited while washing dishes, while walking, while listening to the wind. For months, something changed, not outside, but within. His reaction softened, his awareness deepened. His suffering didn't vanish, but it stopped defining him. The name Hamithiba had moved from his lips into his being. This is the goal, not just to chant, but to become the chant. Now let's explore the deeper mechanics of Buddha name recitation. Every name of the Buddha carries a vibrational signature. When you recite with presence, that vibration begins to harmonize your consciousness. ink of your mind like an instrument full of dissonance, conflicting thoughts, desires, fears. The name Hamithy is like a tuning fork. With each repetition, the instrument becomes more in tune. The noise subsides, clarity emerges. And this is critical. If you chant while letting your mind wander, complain, or judge, you may reinforce your distractions instead of dissolving them. The sound may be right, but the mind remains turbulent. That's why ancient masters emphasized recitation with the mind. Mouth and heart must be aligned, and when they are, even one sincere name can penetrate the illusion. Some people chase visions or mystical responses. They think if they see lights or hear voices, their practice is working. But real results are much subtler. You notice you're less reactive. You speak more kindly. You hold compassion for those who once triggered you. That is awakening in action. And here's a deeper truth. Sometimes the lack of external response is actually a sign of progress. Why? Because the ego isn't being fed. You're practicing without reward. That's pure faith. Think of the farmer who plants seeds. He doesn't dig them up daily to see if they're growing. He waters. He waits. He trusts the process. So too with Buddha name recitation. You chant. You surrender. And you trust. Let's now address a challenge many practitioners face: boredom. Some point, chanting becomes dry, the words lose their freshness. You think, what's the point? That's the moment to deep, not to quit. Boredom is not the enemy, it's the threshold. Means your superficial motivations have been exhausted. Begins the real work. Instead of forcing enthusiasm, just keep going. Let the chant become breath. Let it become the backdrop of your life. And then, one day, without trying, you'll feel something: stillness, warmth, presence, but dramatic, but real. That's the fruit of perseverance. Let me tell you another story. Grandmother named Evelyn chanted Amitabha name for over 30 years. Visions, miracles, just daily recitation. The family mocked her. He never preached, never complained, just quietly recited. When he passed, her face was serene, as if asleep. Soft smile remained. Her granddaughter, previously skeptical, began chanting after that. He said, "If it gave my grandmother that kind of peace, I want to know it." That's the legacy of true practice. Doesn't shout, shines. So what can you do to deepen your Buddha name recitation? First, simplify. Don't worry about how many times you chant. Focus on how present you are. Second, integrate. Chant while walking, cooking, breathing. Make it part of life, but separate from it. Third, purify. When anger rises, use the name to dissolve it. When fear comes, use the name to hold it. Let the name be your companion, not your crutch. Fourth, dedicate. Every day, offer your merit. Say, may all beings benefit from this recitation. May those in pain find peace. I remember who I am. This transforms your practice from self-centered to world-centered. And finally, persist. Don't stop when it's hard. Don't stop when it's easy. Don't stop when you feel nothing. Just don't stop, because every recitation is a step toward home. The name of Amitabha is more than a sound. It is a call to awakening. Bridge between worlds. Reminder that even in darkness, there is light. Even in sorrow, there is grace. And even in the most ordinary heart, there is Buddha. Thank you for watching this video.